everyone, Allegra Miller here to share with you the astrology for today, February 8th, 2021, and the essential oils that will be helpful in processing these energies. For simplicity, I've divided the oils into two categories I'll be sharing about relative to the astrology. The basic category, for those of you that are maybe just starting out with essential oils, you're likely to have at least one of these. And any oils that I'm talking about, I am talking about doterra only. There's a huge difference in terms of chemistry and caliber for the purposes that I'm talking about in this video, so do keep that in mind. But anyway, the lineup in the basic category today will be breathe, doterra breathe, lemon, and balance. And in the specialty category, for those of you that have more oils in your arsenal of support to work with, the oils are doterra forgive, motivate, and in tune. So let's talk about the day. We have a big conjunction that happened direct at 8:48 this morning, and that is that the Aquarian sun is conjunct Mercury retrograde in Aquarius. And this is an inferior conjunction, meaning that Mercury is halfway between the Earth and the Sun in alignment. This is the midway point in the Mercury retrograde period that started on January 30th. And so this is a really powerful time to assess, to really distill what's working and what's not working, what we've learned in this Mercury retrograde period in terms of the classic Mercury retrograde things can be issues related to challenges with communication, challenges with timing, challenges with technology. Anyway, rather than resist these things, this energy is about bringing it full throttle to the surface to learn from and really course correct accordingly. So a real willingness to face head on the great opportunity that Mercury retrograde provides in terms of bringing up to the surface unfinished business so that we can clear it and release it and transmute it and create from a clean slate, basically. That's the benevolent aspect of Mercury retrograde, is it doesn't let things linger from the past. So you may be confronted by things from your past right now, people, places, things, or things that are not working, so that you can really get clear on what works, get clear on what's holding you back, and move forward. So this energy in and of itself is best understood if you listen to yesterday's video where I talk about the Capricorn moon. I encourage you to listen to that. I'm going to not mention all of that to avoid being redundant here, but in the basics of that is that the Capricorn moon is really going to be helpful in having us get things done and be practically oriented to checking things off our to-do list and taking the next right step in a diligent, practical, down-to-earth way. And thankfully, we've got this earth energy in the mix, because right now, as I've spoken about in lots of videos, we've got a lot of air energy, and that can be very ungrounding. It can be very exciting because things can happen very quickly and unexpectedly, but this Capricorn energy, I think, is going to be very helpful for us all to ground a bit more. And so, anyway, the questions that arise in this are really, this is a powerful time for self-inquiry and asking key questions about what works, what doesn't work, how can I learn from what doesn't work to move on and take things to the next level in my life. It can be a very social energy in terms of appointments, calls, etc. I would say that while we're in the Mercury retrograde, do hold off on making any big decisions. The next aspect happens at 9:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that is that Ceres is in Pisces, and that sextiles Pluto in Capricorn. And this overall is an energy that brings to the table an opportunity for deep forgiveness and self-acceptance. It's a good time for closure, regeneration, healing old wounds, to really understand this energy, it's helpful to understand the mythology between Ceres and Pluto. Pluto is the ruler of the underworld that abducted Persephone, the daughter of Ceres, and in that healing between those two, Ceres negotiated with Pluto to allow Persephone to be above ground for part of the year, so that they, so that's obvious, but anyway, so that this is just that deep acceptance that can lead to negotiation, right? So these are some of the energies that we're working with. So with all this Mercury retrograde conjunction, this is an opportunity to really get clear and transmute old wounds, which is why I chose some of the oils I chose. Let's talk about that. Balance will help ground us. Balance on the bottom of the feet, the hands, the back of the neck. This is topical aromatic only. You can put it in your diffuser. Lemon is going to be really helpful for focusing today, keeping us uptone and energized. It's high in terpenes, which are really powerful mood elevators. It helps with us being able to take in information in a clear and concise way and utilizing it in practical ways to get things done. So I put lemon in my kombucha. This is watermelon kombucha. I put lemon in it. I wasn't sure how it would taste, but it actually tastes really like watermelon lemonade. It's really good. So anyway, doTERRA lemon only, taking that internally in glass, not plastic. If you are in tropical areas, be mindful of citrus relative to photosensitivity. You can be likely to get more sunburned if you use them topically and go out in the sun. But anyway, balance on the bottom of the feet, back of the neck, wrists, topically, lemon internally and in the diffusers. Breathe oil will be helpful in that for allowing us to forgive and allowing us to not have our emotions overtake us. And while we're confronting old wounds, breathe can be very helpful in keeping us clear, not letting rage or anger take over, and just allowing us to forgive and move through emotions rather than avoid. So in this case, what I would do is I would take breathe, balance, and lemon, and I would rub my hands together, cup that over my nose and my mouth without touching my eyes, and then take at least 5 deep breaths through both your nose and your mouth. I'm not going to do 5, but that's going to instantly ground you, get you clearer, more concise with your words. Peppermint and that breathe is going to be really help to get you on point, as is lemon, and then the balance is going to be very grounding. So, and breathe is going to be helpful for that negotiation aspect, which is hallmark with Ceres in Pisces, which is a go with the flow energy, sextile Pluto in Capricorn. Later on this evening, the moon is trine Mars in Taurus at 9:21 p.m. This can facilitate us utilizing that Capricorn moon energy more to our advantage in terms of getting things done. That Taurus energy is going to be more of that practical, one foot in front of the other, slow and steady gets the job done kind of energy. I would be aware in this energy of stubborn tendencies and the potential to overcomplicate things by getting snagged on a small detail that's really irrelevant, but you might overthink and just get stuck. So just be aware of that. Breathe is going to help with stubbornness. Into the specialty oils, motivate all day, motivate topically on the back of the neck, the wrists, up and down the spinal cord if you can. Motivate and then tune today will be your friend in terms of grounding, activating the mind, but in a whole body way that will really be conducive to having you take the next right action that is going to be most productive and in alignment with your long-term goals. Anyway, I would be aware with that energy of that tendency to overcomplicate. And then I didn't talk about this relative to the last two transits, but forgive all day, forgive, and all through this Mercury retrograde. It's a good oil to have in the mix. Front and back of the heart, back of the neck. This is aromatic and topical only. That is really powerful in just letting you let go of old wounds, healing old traumas, clearing, transmuting, clearing so that you can create from an uninhibited place. Okay, and then the last transit to mention is that the moon is sextile Neptune in Pisces at 1:55 a.m. This is going to be very conducive to learning from our dreams and lucid dreaming. So I would recommend using balance before bed, in tune before bed, and breathe is a good one for snoring, by the way. So that's going to be a bonus if you use that before bed. If you huff it and clean each nostril, clear each nostril by doing alternate nose breathing with breathe, putting this on the front and back of the chest, the bottoms of the feet. It can really help with snoring, but I'm kind of getting a little sideways here. But it will also help with more lucid dreaming. And so be sure to write down your dreams. That in tune will help make you more able to be receptive to the training that comes through our dream time. Anyway, that's all I have to share today. Thank you so much for listening, liking, sharing, subscribing to this new YouTube channel. It's much appreciated. Please reach out if I can be of service. Not only do I sell doTERRA, I offer naturopathic consultations and bodywork and also life coaching sessions. So I will see you in the next video. In the meantime, enjoy these energies and have a great day.